Fuss-Ups.
Hello everyone, today we're going to try something a little bit different. I'll be showing you and giving you a brief history on the Doodles. If this video does well, I will definitely do more, just because it's easy video to make and not go wrong. I'll probably do them in my other Fuss-Up projects and like other cancelled ones that you've just never seen. Alright, enough talking, let's get into this. The Doodles episode 1 was released the 16th of October and completely changed Fuss-Up forever. Before the animation came the Doodles in my notebook. The Doodles characters were originally nonsensical things that terrorised a group of these children. The children's designs were taken and reworked into The Unfortunate Children, which is a series that never saw the light of day. No, not unfortunately. Even looking back on it, we can, see it's a bit shit. But back when I first started animation, this was a big step in the right direction. It made me more comfortable with animating with these like weird looking characters. Across the 6 Doodles episodes were a range of different colourful characters, but some unfortunately didn't make the cut for certain reasons, so I'm going to show you a few of them now. First was Zed, who was cut simply for, just being too annoying. His character was literally just a screaming child, with the punchline to every joke he was involved in was him doing something random or just screaming. So for obvious reasons he was cut, and clearly I didn't have great writing talent back then. Secondly, we have Dumply. He would be a sad sack of the group, who would just bring the group's motivation and dreams down. He was a very plain and boring character, that was just his personality. He didn't really add much, not like any other characters did anyway, but yeah. Then we have Alan. It's just Squarehead. Yep, just Squarehead. I obviously changed the design a bit. I prefer the colours we have now for Squarehead, but this is just because I drew him in black and white, so I had no idea what colours I should have picked for him. But his personality and joke-wise of his head exploding it's just Squarehead. There were multiple scrapped episodes, one being a different version for the finale, but one being by yours truly, Shadow. Shadow's episode was meant to be a more detailed and serious version of the Doodles, which would have been played off as a joke. It didn't end up happening because his animation software at the time didn't work. In my opinion, he's just being a lazy bum. Then there was the alternate finale. If I released this episode, the whole of Fuss-Up would have, changed the worst in my opinion. This episode would have shown the petite people overthrowing the giants. This would have meant Squarehead wouldn't have been a villain for Beanie Man Season 2. This episode is just an embarrassing mistake, as in the end it's revealed it's all in a guy's head. What a cliche ending, like I have no clue what I was thinking at the time. But after the end of the Doodles, I had to continue the story somehow, like a Season 2. No, I wanted to continue the series in a meta take. It would have shown a disease infecting the other series and characters, for example, Gayfeed, the White Void, and Shadow. It would have followed a group of survivors, the people I just mentioned, who are stuck in this interdimensional house because why not? And somehow one of the people in the house got infected with this disease. The person with the disease would be infecting other members of the house and one by one picking them off. It was inspired by John Carpenter's The Thing, as I literally watched that the night before. It basically follows the same premise but then in Antarctica. It would have definitely been a weird next step for Fuss-Up, I would have had no clue where anything would have gone basically. But thank the heavens I was distracted with Beanie Man. I definitely think pursuing Beanie Man was definitely for the right decision, and it has worked out amazingly. But now we come to the real finale. the Doodles. It says the story will continue in Raging Wilson Endgame. That was a strange project that would have happened, but I don't know if we would ever got that off the ground. I'll give you a quick history on Raging Wilson Endgame here, but I would love to do my own video on Infinity War and Endgame. It was just a mess of a bunch of pop culture characters, for example Marvel characters, Minecraft characters, Fortnite characters, which is so silly in my eyes thinking about it back. They would have been parodies, so we would have got away with like really dark grey Panther and Craig as for Fortnite. I'm glad it didn't happen. It was just a mess. It would have showed Mikey, which was our parody for Mickey, getting Infinity Stones out of the different Fuss-Up worlds. So for example, the Toony Loons world would have had a Toony Loon stone, and he would have tried to conquer the multiverse, which we had two separate films, Infinity War and Endgame, and them two would have been like, in our eyes, an hour long, which just wouldn't happen with that like paper thin premise. There should definitely be a video on that, just because there's so much history. I would definitely get Shadow on to talk about it, because he probably remembers more than me. We now come to the end of this new weird Fuss-Up video. If a lot of people enjoyed this kind of style of video, I'll do more on cancer and other Fuss-Up projects. For example, Sherlock Watson is Nate Stewart. That would be quite an interesting one. Maybe I'd get the voice actor Jack W. Harris on to talk a little bit about it. Like I said, Infinity War and Endgame should have their own videos. That would be a great one. We could do behind the scenes on Beanie Man and Cactus Jack, which they're very interesting behind the scenes, especially for Cactus Jack with all the rewrites. But anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.